Right, let's give this a go, shall we? So ever since I started videography, one of the things I've struggled with the most is color grading. And especially this year alone, I really wanted to hone down on my color grading. I've been really after that 80s, 90s vibe, which I've been dying to get. And I bought a number of LUT packs, whether it be like Phantom packs, you name it. I spent maybe £200–300 on packs over the years to try and really emphasize color grading, which sometimes I've struggled with. So all my content that you see on my profile, my YouTube, in the last 2 years has been shot on the camera I'm shooting on now, which is the Sony ZV-E1. So for those who don't know, 4K, 10-bit color, S-Log3, looks crisp. However, I edit on Adobe Premiere Pro. For those who are really good at color grading will know that the best one really for color grading from my experience, well not my experience, from doing my research, is DaVinci Resolve. However, this year I was unable to pull the plug because my workflows are stuck in Adobe and I didn't want to make a workaround. So I stuck in Adobe. However, there's one program or plugin that I've wanted to use since I've seen it come out basically about a year ago that I've become aware of it, and that's Dehancer. So for those who don't know, Dehancer is a plugin that you can use on Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, and I think you can use it on Final Cut. It's basically an extension plugin for color grading. Really allows you to get into the depths of color grading and maybe, you know, look to improve certain aspects of your color grading. I'll go into all that. So Dehancer did get in touch to provide me a month's free subscription to try out this program. However, everything I say in this video is my own personal opinion and they have no input into the final video that'll be popping up on YouTube, which you guys will be seeing. So, a little bit of backstory. I've come across Dehancer like a year ago and I really wanted to use it. However, it's a one-off payment and you get Dehancer then for the whole subscription, the whole lifetime subscription with updates, so on and so forth. However, I didn't have the money to basically get it, so I'm really excited that I've been using it for a month now and I've loved it basically. But I'm going to step into Dehancer, show you through the workflow, how to use it, how I've used it on current client projects and also some passion projects. But it's really allowed me to elevate my color grading and also proper like niche down on that look that I've been after, which I've been dying to get for over a year. Like I said, I spent £200–300 on, not plugins, on LUTs and presets, etc. But I feel like Dehancer has really helped my workflow and really allowed me to get that color grade I've been trying to get in the last, 5, 6, even a year. So let's dive into it and have a look at Dehancer. So right, getting into Dehancer, like any other Premiere Pro project folder, which I'm used to, obviously they may vary depending on what program you're using. So I've set up a project folder with my sequencing, that's the correct word, sequence, and then also I've made an adjustment layer, and also I've got 3 clips which I've already cut up and put into the timeline down the bottom. So you can see them, scrubbing through them. Right, so first things first, with Dehancer, you can use it for individual clips, but if obviously the majority of your footage is shot in one color profile, whether it be S-Log3 or whatever, I tend to just use an adjustment layer and then drop Dehancer onto it. So I've got the adjustment set up, which is perfectly fine. So to use Dehancer, if you come into here, into effects, and you type in Dehancer, and then you take Dehancer and you drag and drop into the adjustment layer, like so. So that's done. I've already got Dehancer on the adjustment layer. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to effects, and then I'm just gonna delete the old one. So get rid of that. So first things first, when you come in Dehancer, there's a lot of drop-down boxes which may confuse you. However, the first place to start is in input. So you wanna make sure you have your adjustment layer selected, and then go into input, and then, so you can either use just a general Rec 709, however, they have multiple different sources, but the one you wanna try and aim for is choose camera. So as you can see here, they've got a wide range of cameras, which they give you the different profiles for to basically match it to your camera. So you've got drone footage here. I say drone footage, drone cameras, action cameras, so on. So for Fuji, Nikon, Red, lovely. Right, Sony, I shoot on Sony like I said. So we're gonna scroll down. I've used this before. So Sony is right at the bottom. So Sony E1 S-Log3 Gamma Cine. Bang, click that, boom, straight away. As you can see up here now, it looks already pretty decent. So this is one clip we have here. We're going to zoom in. This is without doing anything so far to the actual grade itself. So as you can see, it looks nice already, I think. It gives that 80s, 90s vibe that I absolutely love. So a couple of little cinematic stuff on a gimbal, very nice. And then this is an evening shot where I love to see how it really comes in. We'll talk through a little bit more. I won't go too long-winded, but just love that look. It looks proper nice. So like if I turn the adjustment layer off, that's it, S-Log3, flat, nothing in it. Boom, turn the adjustment layer back on. Bang, you can see straight away it's starting to look nice already. And I've only just chucked the adjustment layer on with Dehancer. So that's done. Obviously there's a lot of different things here that you can play around with, but the ones I really want to look at in this video in particular is color grain. So if you look at the image here with that lady, so at the moment it's turned on, I can turn it off. And as you can see, it looks crisp already. Let me just make sure you're getting the full quality there. And then yeah, you can enable it. And in this, you get different options. You've got 8mm, 16mm, 35mm. So you can just choose different ones. So that's proper grainy. That's way too grainy for me. But if you want something a bit more subtle, you can go higher. And then, like I said, you can enable, disable. So I really like that. So this is where Dehancer, this is where I love it. So, especially in the evening shots, which I'll show you, halation. So basically that gives you like that retro, it's almost like that red vintagey glow around the outside of a subject or a light source. So if you turn that on, it might be hard to see on this one. However, if you come into the evening shots especially, you turn it on and off, you might be finding it hard to see. But if I turn it on, and can you see this light here by here? It gives a nice little red glow. And in the drop down, you can do it so it's even more substantial and you can notice it even more. So on, look at the wine bottle lid there, and then also the lamp in the background. On, off, on, off. And then you can see it in other places. So around the face of the actress and also in the plants there. Really nice. Love that. Gives that proper vibe. So before I get ahead of myself, because I've skipped straight to film grain and halation, this is where all the different grades are. So as you can see, there's multiple different grades that you can use. I think at the moment, can't remember, I think I'm really enjoying this one. Yeah, this one I think it is. So it's much more cleaner. It's not too dark, but they've got loads. Obviously you can go through this as much as you want, but these are all built in to the plugin. Got Fuji ones on here, that's pretty cool. Oh, they basically got loads on here. Anyway, right, let's click onto that one. Nice, I like that a lot. So then you've got all these other drop downs, but we'll skip past them. Let's close some of these up so it doesn't get a bit too confusing. So film grain I've talked about, halation, love that. So you can see that already. Hopefully you can see my mouse. In the corners of her eyes here, you can proper see it glowing, and it gives that little orange tint as well. So let's have a look at this one as well. Yeah, look at this one. So here in between the leaves here, you can really notice this halation. Sometimes it can be a bit too much for people. So like I said, off, on, but I'm a big fan of that. If you want it more subtle, you can do it by clicking a different option. 35mm sometimes is the sweet spot. If you want to really get that halation bouncing, you can really use it. So there you go. Nice. Big fan of that. Let me just quickly render that out so you can see it. There you go, look at that. That is nice. Big fan of that, love that. And every program I tried to do or watch other YouTube tutorials on, there's multiple different things you need to do to try and achieve that halation, but with one click of a button on Dehancer, you can do it. So my final favorite drop-down box is bloom. So let me just enable that. How I would describe bloom is literally bloom. So it kind of like blows out the highlights, gives it that like nice soft glowy effect around the subject. As you can see here, we've got it turned on now with the model on the screen. And if you look through the leaves on this particular shot, you can see how it blows it out a bit. It gives them a bit of like a halo effect, which I really like. Let's have a look on other aspects or other clips. So let's see if we can notice on this one. So yeah, you can see it in the hair. So you can see it in the hair there. Let's go 8mm, and then you can really see it. So in the hair there, on the lips, just gives that nice little glow effect. And this one, that's pretty cool as well. Bosh. Colours are popping as well, love that. And then yeah, these nighttime shots, you'll really notice it. So on at the moment, if you look at the subject's face there, and then if I turn it off, bang, you can really see where that's coming into effect. So 8mm on and off, beautiful. Love that. So those are the main things that I love about Dehancer. It's a quick and easy plugin to use. There's multiple different drop downs in regards to using which camera you use, whether you're shooting drones, Red, Sony, Canon, whatever. Then you've also got the options of different LUTs, etc., so on and so forth, to really help you dial in where you want to start in regards to your color grading. That looks sick as well, to be fair. And then you can then go on to really dial in the different aspects. There's so many different drop downs, but the three that I focus on is film grain, halation, and bloom, that really allow me to give the footage that look I'm after. I ain't got film damage on now, God. But yeah, and then you can just easily go ahead and just turn them off. But yeah, love this, looks great. Does a little bit of lag, but as you can imagine, it's quite a powerful plugin. So nothing wrong with just a little bit of a render, so you can get it playing back at proper speed. Then there's multiple other drop downs that you can use, but I won't go into them because that could be a whole nother video. But at the moment, while I've been using this for about a month, 2 months, I've really enjoyed just the easy workflow, drag and drop onto adjustment layer, hit those 5 different drop downs, make sure you've got the correct camera selected, then you've obviously got the correct LUT that you want to use, the look you're going for, and then like I said, film grain, halation, and then bloom, and then that really gets my footage exactly where I kind of want to get it. Obviously, everyone's different. You might want to go for a crisp, proper 4K look, but if you're after that vintage kind of vibe, I feel like Dehancer really is the plugin for you. It's being used a lot at the moment on Instagram, but I absolutely love it, and I find that Dehancer really is the plugin or the color grading software that allows me to achieve this the best I can. So yeah, amazing, I love it. So another great exciting thing about Dehancer, they have also an iOS app which you can use, and then basically you can use some of the different aspects from the software on Premiere or DaVinci, like your halation, your film glow, and put that onto your actual photos, your videos on your camera roll, and basically try and manipulate it to make it look like the real stuff that you use on more professional editing software. So I've had a little play with that, which is great. So that's a great little thing to have in your pocket. If you're trying to get this kind of vibe or this kind of grade, then you can get it within an instance just by, you know, getting out your phone. So yeah, if you're looking to basically enhance your color grade or make it easier, or after a specific look, I really think Dehancer might be the plugin for you. I do have an affiliated link, oh, check me out. But I'll put that in the description below, where you can get a discount. They also allow you to download the program for free, so you can test it out. However, it does come with a bit of watermark, but you can still play around with the footage, still play around with the app and the program in your desired editing software. But yeah, I've loved it. I think up here, look at this, banging, bosh. Look at that footage, yeah. No Dehancer, Dehancer. No Dehancer, Dehancer. No Dehancer, Dehancer. Great, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, check out the affiliate link below. If not, try the free subscription. And yeah, great, loved it. Hopefully get to use more of it. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit.